I have four children, ranging from the ages of 24 to 38. You could ask any one of my children that our household ran a little differently. They didn't believe in Santa Claus, nor the Tooth Fairy, nor Lucky Charms, nor the Easter Bunny. They'll tell you that they didn't do trick-or-treating. They didn't spend the night over a friend's house until they were 18. When I dedicated my first child, you take the child up front and you bless them. The pastor, it's not a christening in the Baptist faith, it's a dedication. And you give your child to the Father to protect, to guide, to lead. You turn them over and you vow that you would keep them protected spiritually, physically, and mentally. And that's what I did. When I was a child, I used to ask too many questions, and my parents couldn't keep the lie going. And when I found out that there was no Santa Claus, that it was just mom and daddy, I was really appalled. I was really upset. And I said that when I grow up and have my children, I'm not going to lie to them. You see, because I used to get in trouble for lying. But yet and still, mommy and daddy used to lie to me and keep this whole charades up. You know, bless their soul, rest their soul. They were doing just like everybody else did with this Santa Claus fella. This Santa Claus fella that I knew would not come in my neighborhood and come down nobody's chimney, because my neighborhood was full of nothing but us. And this Santa Claus character was non-melanated. But when you look into the truth of this holiday, which is deemed Christian holiday, but it's meshed with Saturnalia, which is now, it's during this time of year. And if you look into Saturnalia and realize that it was a big orgy, it was a big a party, you know, drunkenness, all the stuff that we're not supposed to be doing. And during this time, there are scriptures that talk about it. That the Father forbid the children of Israel from sacrificing their children on the statue of Moloch during this time. So the statue of Moloch was I think it was made of stone, and they would heat the stone up. And Moloch sat as if he was sitting on a throne, and his arms were out, and they would take their children up to the statue, lay them on burning rocks, and sacrifice their children. So now we have moved into the age of spirituality, and things have taken a shift to the spiritual instead of the physical. You see, because you can't do that nowadays. Sacrifice your children physically, you know, you get locked up. So now we got this big red man sitting in the chair in the same position and posture as Moloch was. And we go and sit our children on their lap. Sit our children on a stranger's lap. But we teach them, watch out for strangers. But it's okay to sit on this stranger's lap. I bet you do any research, most of the Santas are pedophiles. Pedophiles. And we take our children up to this man that we don't know and sit our babies on his lap so we can take pictures and talk about how cute they look. When Santa, oh jolly old Saint Nick, could be getting his jollies from your children sitting on their lap. You're sacrificing your children spiritually to the spirit of Moloch. And what's this foolishness about this elf on the shelf? Y'all are getting on my nerves. I'm getting really, 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 really done with the religious people. Elf on the shelf. That you give an inanimated object power that the children are supposed to believe. You're lying to your children. You're projecting to your children. You're future faking to your children. And you're gaslighting your children. That's Jezebel. That's the spirit of Jezebel. And yet, year after year after year, we do the same sacrificial things when we take these presents and we sit them underneath this tree. And we stand in front of the tree and we sing these songs to the freaking tree. I'm tired of it. And this message goes to the religious folks that does these shenanigans every single year. You are not worshiping Christ. You are not celebrating Christ. You're taking part of Saturnalia, where there was sacrifice, orgies, and all kind of wickedness going on. But you don't believe that Satan is going to deceive you. So you keep doing it. Now you're in a adrenaline rush every year to do this holiday. You can't tell the people the truth. You can't tell your family the truth. You can't open up the words and the scriptures and rightly divide the word of truth. You can't let it down. So who exactly are we worshiping? Who are we worshiping? You're worshiping yourselves. Because you can't sacrifice nothing for the one who sacrificed everything for you. Y'all remember that this Christmas, when you're sitting around that tree, loving how beautiful the lights are and singing, "Oh, he is the light of the world." Well, that light should be shining in darkness. And every time you worship this holiday, because you're worshiping a holiday, your light has gone out. That's all I have to say. Y'all be blessed. You take care. Bye.